Welcome back to another round of Aerodrome 2, this time on a custom map called Carpiquet Airfield. And I'm looking at the minimap and I already could puke. It's like someone took the Mona Lisa, cut it apart and then randomly put it back together. That's basically what I'm seeing. Also, again, overgrowth spam, which makes for spammy and random gameplay. Weird.
For the Queen!
Stunt coming up. Marky Mark is actually a stunt.
Damn it.
88 on the towers.
Go get him, lad!
Damn it. Yeah, I got the first one. I also find it interesting how there's apparently no difference in elevation at all. Almost like somebody just took an empty height map and then just randomly placed stuff on it without any kind of plan or competence of any kind. Shit, King Tiger. Yeah. That's the yellow King Tiger skin that I will also put on Oglios. I think we have like 5 of these King Tiger skins, but so far only like 2 or 3 are used. Ah, shit. No, for a second I thought it was a King Tiger that got taken out, but no. No, that was it, maybe. Oh, for fuck's sake! Okay, I think you got killed by somebody else. Ah. Flat terrain, it's so annoying. Shit. The incompetence. Please don't add these maps to the server. It's like... Do you know how annoying that is? That if you spend like months on a map and then it runs basically on the same server as shit like this. That's weirdly hard to hit. But seriously, when you make a map, first make a proper height map. can't just leave it flat. Not even like Alam Half or a desert map like that. Not even those are flat. If you don't have that, you don't have a map, so don't put it on a server. Just because you're friends with whatever heck made it. Because then you also get the problem if you have a flat map that everything kind of looks weird and undetailed, even though maybe it even isn't. Similar to a desert map, because if you have not enough stuff on the horizon and not enough variation, oh shit, there, it always looks terrible. Well, the gameplay impact is much worse. Not to mention that it makes life very hard for infantry. And very boring for tankers. Well, at least there are some craters, so the height map is not 100% flat apparently. Let's see how... 1 second. Okay, never mind. Cromwell. Apparently they're in that direction. Shit, there's a King Tiger coming. I think the Cromwell is about... What? Huh. Oh, there's an opening there. Generally speaking, openings need to be very well marked and have paths leading to it, so people can easily orient themselves on a map. I would be generally very careful with these types of fences here, because they are often kind of, I find, kind of debilitating for gameplay, because it's often not 100% clear, okay, when can I shoot through, when I, you know, like randomly shots can bounce off and so on. It's usually not that good. Kind of thought there was a German lying there.
Roger that.
Stug heading to Marcelina.
They've taken an outpost.
Oh, Puma and Stug had hit Marcelina.
Another problem with them is that they don't really work for concealment or cover. So basically what you have in the end is just an obstacle without any really gameplay value there. I mean, I don't say never use them, I say, you know, use them sparingly and in areas where it makes sense. And don't put them all around an area. That's also what I didn't like in parts about the Creed remake. Although that, of course, is an official map. But that was also done wrong, in my opinion. Doesn't really improve much. Although there are, I think, a bit more routes there. Yeah, see, you have to really mark these things. Have a path leading there in a different detail material. So people can easily see, okay, there I can enter the airfield. Generally speaking, it's best if you make a map, visualize it as... oh, a little overgrowth mistake. Visualize it as like a series of tubes, almost like a hydraulic system or something like that, and the players in it are water that always go, or mostly go, the path of least resistance. Usually that's the best way to think about it, at least for me, from how my brain works, so to speak. Now, of course, you shouldn't actually make, like, tubes out of them unless you want to make a fucking Counter-Strike map, but the basics are the same. I think there's somebody down there. Shit. Never mind. Battle for Carpiquet Airfield, by the way, was very interesting, in that the German Waffen-SS defenders did hole up in the big hangars and whoa, fuck! And did turn them into like a fortress, actually. And then the Canadians had to root them out. The area around it looks completely different, though. Mostly, imagine it more like Operation Goodwood. Huh? No, okay. But, yeah. Okay, here at least are some hills hand-painted, but still. Yeah, always start with the height map. Well, obviously always start with the plan. But yeah, another thing in regards to flag layout, look how it looks here. It's like relatively boring in the sense that... what the fuck? It's stuck. Oh, this is new. I wonder if that can happen in the... because I think that the static is on point to hawk as well. Ah, shit. Yeah, but generally speaking, it looks like the goal here was to evenly space all the flags, which you don't do that. What you should do, look at like a modern battlefield conquest map. Usually the flags there are clustered in certain positions to create certain effects. Or a good example would be Appledorf. That's a good conquest map where two of the flags are relatively close together in the town, so you have infantry fighting there, and then the others are spaced around that for the vehicles, you know, stuff like that. Don't just space them out evenly and geometrically like on here. I mean, that other flag, that other map is even worse. The really big one with the bunker in the middle. Because now the flags are basically almost isolated. Ah, shit. Also, why, for example, why is that not a flag? I mean, I don't say there needs to be a flag here, I'm just asking why is there a battery here if there's no point to it. No, just save the work then. There's more stuff like that. Also, please don't use like specific statics from maps like Gramel on any like stupid custom map. Or the church for Wassenack. Is that an enemy vehicle? Yeah, that's a Puma. Yeah, shit. Where did he go? Oh, behind that.
Defend our position. Defend our position.
Although I have to say these maps work well for how tournaments. Well, I don't know if they're still played like that, but how they used to be played. Because back in the day I was actually in tournaments. W at W, but also I think I played in Forgotten Honor as well. I got kind of blindsided by that guy. At Forgotten Honor I think as well for a bit. And it was like, I was really excited and thought, oh nice team play, and I pictured it like, okay, you give covering fire, we attack here, but then it was like, okay, let's drive the jeep to the flag and the squad leader hides near it. It's like, well, that's not very exciting. And so I stopped after a while. But the maps here work well for that, with the evenly spaced flags. Every flag is basically an island and then you rush it with a jeep. Well, it's nice. Very clever. That's the tactics there. It's also why there are like 10 million jeeps in every main base. Yeah, generally speaking I think all these tournament maps, just delete them. I don't think there's any worth in them. Keep some of the Pacific maps. Some of those that were ported from other Battlefield games are not bad, because they were made by actual professionals who knew what the fuck they were doing. That always helps. Ah, shit. Yeah, crap. Wonder where that MG is.
Upstairs.
Blind nade? Upstairs. Okay, I got him. Oh god. Yeah, see, and this is another thing what that comes with this layout, is that it makes the whole thing really unpredictable. Where you can't really do any tactical decisions, because basically people, because of all the jeeps, can come from any direction at any time. Whereas in most properly made stock maps... Okay, I like that spawn point, very great. In most properly made, as in post-Africa or post 2.52 stock maps, usually they have a certain structure for them, so that you can predict, okay, if I do that, that will happen, they will probably attack from there and so on. Which is basically the core of multiplayer map design. Because what somebody fucked up the window placement on here. Because what the final effect of the whole thing is that in the end the maps don't feel tactical at all, but simply just random, and they actually favor individual skill over planning or tactics, which is really not what they were going for, but it's kind of what's happening. Or rather, the person that is quickest to shoot somebody popping up unexpectedly will probably be the best. No, yeah, lots of transports, not many actual infantry assaults. Wait, it's this flag, isn't it? Generally speaking, if you want to properly custom map, you need to move away from what I like to call the PR ideology of basically the players make the game, because they don't. You need to give them the illusion that they make the game, but really they're rats in a maze. Because video games are all about giving the illusion of choice and interactivity. Well, of course there's interactivity, but the illusion of stuff mattering. No, yeah, this is what I mean. Basically, the area in these maps, the areas between the flags almost don't matter, because they get basically skipped by transport, and then the fight is on the flag zones, which are usually horribly designed, which doesn't really help matters, but it makes the whole thing feel really disconnected. Ah, shit. Ah, for fuck's sake, should have just left the boxes away if you want people to jump through. Anyway, we won, yippee. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed it, and have a nice day.